Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the start of Season 2, where we are in the Championship. We're in the Championship after promotion in League 1 the first season with Sunderland. It was big. It was a great first season. Thanks to all you guys who have watched it, and I hope you're ready for this second season. As I said in the last episode, it was going to take me a few days to do this. The pre-season, let me know if you're the same, especially after you get a promotion. You got to make sure you've got the right signings, and I do spend a lot of time on it personally, and hopefully I have reaped the rewards. And let's go through some changes we have made. The outs, there isn't anyone crazy, but we'll go through them nonetheless. Luke Chapman, we sold to Middlesbrough, like 60k. Take a look at your players in your under 23s. You have a little bit of money to be made, and you can free up some wages. Yaya Toure, you know the situation. He moved on a free. We've been aware of that for a while. Will Grigg, I didn't think he was amazing last season. He's 30 now, and it was a time to sell him, I think. To me, barely a championship quality striker now. He didn't dominate last season. He was just okay. Charlie Wyke, we tried to sell Charlie. Again, he was a bit in the same situation, but no one was really interested. I think you could utilize him maybe as a target man, but yeah, I don't think he'd fit into our system this season unless he was a really, really high quality target man. And yeah, he was in a similar boat. We couldn't sell him though. You know, the time you can't sell a player. Some teams just don't have the interest. But we were able to loan him. That was good enough. And then, just a couple... Well, we loaned Benjamin out. He's got a little bit of potential. Got to see how he progresses. And then Morgan Feeney. We did talk about him, I think, slightly. That he had a little bit of potential. But again, another guy in the under 23s that you can sell on that you weren't really using. And he exactly was under that description. 120k. Like, from Will Grigg. I guess Will Grigg was a little bit more used, so maybe don't put him in the same description. But Luke Chapman, 60k, and Morgan Feeney, you free up a bit of money. Little bit of wages. They weren't on anything crazy being in the reserves. But yeah, that brings in some money. That actually, we spent a lot on the frees. You know, we had a pretty solid budget, so we were just wise about it. We did not spend, in the first team, we didn't do any transfers. We didn't make any transfer offers. There was good enough on frees and loans. So we're going to go through that right now. I won't talk about the players we missed. There was some. Like, for example, we got the agreement with Tottenham. The likes of Troy Parrott we offered. He rejected us. So there was a couple from Tottenham that we could have got. But I'm like, hey, we're in the Championship. Where you want to go on loan to if you've loan listed? Loan to another Premier League team? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so we funnily enough stayed away from Tottenham players because there were some we could have got, but they weren't amazing. There were probably better players we went for in the end. So let's go through right now. Andre Wisdom, free. We know about Andre Wisdom, former Liverpool player. He didn't really play at Liverpool, did he? But I was aware of him when he was at Liverpool. So yeah, I think he had okay potential then. Like, he developed into, like, a few Football Manager games ago, he became a Premier League quality player. There you go. But he's not bad, especially the fact he's, similar. Like, he's not just natural at centre-back and right-back. Like, his actual roles, like, he can play well in both of those. And this was probably the most unbelievable and shocking one. We all played FM20. Well, for those of us that did know all about Nicolo Armini, and we signed him on a free transfer. Lazio let him go for whatever reason. He's another one. He's more a centre-back, but he can play right-back, left-back if needed. Nicolo Armini. Is he not rated as highly this year? Because his value is still only 675k. Like, last year became an amazing centre-back. Great defender. So yeah, we just have to see. So maybe if he is lowered in his ability, I don't know how he is in FM21 yet. We'll find out. But just with his name tied to a free transfer, judging off last year, that's amazing. Then Scott Fraser, who's an experienced player, he's an experienced player at this level, 2 million value, signed for a free transfer. You see, he's been around in League 1, so he's looking for the promotion like we got. And he had a season where he played a lot for MK Dons, and they weren't the best team, MK Dons. Last season. If we go to the competitions or overview, their form from last season. They were 14th. So for him to be a decent player last season for them, where they didn't do that well, and you can see he's going to be really good. He's going to be good for us. So yeah, we'll go back. Yeah, Scott Fraser. We'll click on him again. Very balanced. I love balanced midfielders. Can play centre mid and centre attacking mid. That might be talked about. He's not our most notable midfielder. He's coming. And we brought in Joe. We had to bring Joe. Let us know in the comments if you like to see Joe back. And there's another striker back as well. I told you, it's a really good window we had here. And yeah, I think he can perform really, really well. Optional future fee of 4.8 million. That could, depending how he progresses and how much his actual worth is looking like and how much you could sign him for out of it, especially when they don't want to sell him. I reckon that's a pretty good price on his head. Let me know what you think. Guys, you gotta wait. Johnny Brennan from Harrogate, 115k. Hold up. Look how good he is, 16. And his attributes, I think he's not that far. I reckon he could play maybe at League 1, League 2 level, even though he says currently operating Vanarama National. With his ability, we're able, obviously, his strength, stamina, we're going to work on that. He's 16, so you can. He's still very, very young. Harrogate, good. Look at that, 500 only. They found him from Chester in the Vanarama. For a guy that's come up in the Vanarama North, like, his ability looks incredibly good. If he's got that 4-star potential as we're in the championship now, sign him for the amount we did. Oh boy, this guy could be special. This boy could be special. And if they just keep getting higher, and kind of, yeah, they do for a bit here in terms of the quality of these signings. Sergio Gomez on a free. If I thought Nicolo Armini was crazy on a free, Sergio Gomez. I've always wondered about his stamina and strength. That's the only thing that's concerned him for me. So I've almost every time you sign him, I may have signed him once before, but definitely not last year. Could have been FM19 maybe. Sergio Gomez. Sergio Gomez. He's Premier League level. Maybe not at a top team, but like, he was playing first division Spanish football last season. So, like, how did he want to come to Sunderland? I don't know. Then also, Kenny McLean, another loanee. He was actually listed as well. Does anyone else notice that when a player is transfer listed and you loan him in, their club take him off the transfer list, which it was about 5 million. So that was interesting. But anyway, I thought, yeah, we probably wouldn't have been able to spend that. You know what I talked about with our budget. If you look at it now, we've got 1.3, about 30k on the wages. So Nick Alambi from Everton, that was just he's just a fitness coach. So I've got to see what happens with that if he chooses to leave. But anyway, yeah, I didn't opt to spend much money in terms of transfers. Nelson from Arsenal. He's an amazing player, championship level. Again, to me, he's another one. He's Premier League. He could have easily got loaned to a lower Premier League team, newly promoted side or something like that. I'm annoyed he's got an injury. Like, you guys know how good he would be in the championship. We'll see our selection anyway. Know about him. So, John Kitalano, his name looked really familiar to me. We'll go back there for a second. He does have a brother, Joshua Kitalano. He actually looks really nice. Oh, he's got a bid as well, Zebra. We know that's Juventus. I think the game just updated. I have to do the real name update again. But anyway, he looks nice as well. How much is that? 3 million, probably, yeah, we probably can't go for him. How would be that, signing his brother? But, yeah, John himself, we needed a left back. Unfortunately, we could not get Dennis Sirkin. We offered him from Tottenham again. He rejected us after having a good year. I just thought that was weird. But if anything, we've signed a guy on a permanent deal, which I think is going to be very important. He's currently operating championship level. He's a championship quality player at 21. I think that would see him good enough to be in the Premier League if we get promoted. But we got to see. We might look to sign someone else. And we needed another striker. You might see, yeah, not as strong in terms of the depth of strikers as last season. So I needed one more. And Carlton Morris, another former decent potential striker. Remember at Norwich? Like, for me, maybe about 3 or 4 FM games ago, he developed really, really well. I don't know if he's holding on to that potential anymore. It still says 4-star, but he's 25. You're not going to expect a player to grow much when he's 25. So I think at the minimum, he's a championship quality striker. If you see what he did last season, he was in League One. And again, another MK Dons. I showed you how they did, and he still scored 17 goals. He got 7 player of the matches. Pretty good rate. And yeah, almost an average rating of a 7 there. So really happy with bringing in Carlton. So if we go over to the tactics screen now, guys, to prepare us for the game, we've got a similar size squad to last season, but what I've decided to do because of that, and even just because we're a newly promoted team as well, you could either see this as a 4-5-1 or a 4-4-1-1, depends how you see that. Center attacking mid, I guess a 4-4-1-1 if it's center forward, but I like to see it like that because Gomez is going to be behind Greenwood. But anyway, Nelson, I know his injury, his fitness, if we take a look what it says here, his fitness level, you probably got to be wise and not start him here. But especially he's come back from a pull hamstring, considering we had another injury as well, I was really disappointed. We're going to have to play Gooch. We're going to have to play Gooch here today. But yeah, we've got a good, I guess it's going to showcase our versatility. Another one was Aidan O'Brien. He's picked up an injury just before this match as well, a couple days ago when I was continuing before this, 3 to 4 weeks. So a bit annoyed at that, but again, hopefully it shows our versatility. Unfortunately, Chris Maguire, he wasn't playing as much. He's lacking sharpness. He wasn't playing much in the preseason because Aidan O'Brien exactly was. And yeah, did pretty well. But this is what we need to show. We need to show we're good enough. So Armini, again, another one where I'm surprised he doesn't have a better rating. Not rating, but his suitability. Yeah, his rating is good. Like his rating is same as right, but hasn't got the same suitability. So, yeah, maybe we'll just ease into the role or something like that. But our midfield is, like, centrally especially, when we haven't got our best wide players at least. McLean, Power, we know how good Power was last season. Gomez, that should still be enough strength for us. And we're playing cautious and formerly known counter. I always used to play counter a lot, probably. And, wait, Andre is out. Why is he not ready for the game? Championship rules. So, we got Dion Sanderson again. Did he not show there because we had him last season? Yeah, Sanderson didn't show up as one of the loans because I don't know if that's a bug or because we had him last season and the game registered us as already having him. So, but we had Joe. Guys, I don't know. But I just want to go back, just make sure I'm not seeing things. Yeah, there's no Sanderson there, right? Okay. Okay, again, maybe the game just registered him as... We signed Greenwood as well. If it's missing anyone... Guys, we signed Greenwood, and permanently. We had him last... So maybe there's something in the game. If a player you had him last season, it's a bit confused and think you just got it. But we signed him for 4.2 million, Sam Greenwood. He's back at Sunderland permanently. Things are looking all good. So if there's any other player in the first team that's like that, I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so that's the situation. That's the situation. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else, to be fair. But we've got a good sized squad. I'm really happy with our squad for the season. I do want to start with the 4-4-1-1 because it's something a little bit of a different setup. I like changing up, even though we've still got 2 different ones. You know, the 4-2-4 when we go attacking, and then our counter, which is like the 4-4-2. And this is very, very simplified, if you take a look. We probably will make changes during the match if it's not going our way. But, yeah, that's looking like how this is how we're looking like going into it. You might think maybe someone else said of Maguire. But, yeah. There's not much else I could say. Do we need to sign one more player? Is he good enough for backup? Because Aidan O'Brien we want to be starting, so we're going to find out. There's only one way to find out how we're going to do. Let's get into the game. I'm really happy with our signings. So our signings look better than what you saw initially. We did sign Greenwood and Sanderson again. It's, yeah, like I said, if there is anyone else that didn't show in the transfers, but I think so. I think that should be it. That team looking really strong. You could say you could bring in Scott Fraser for power, but you can't change your team too much as well. It'll take a bit of time for them to gel. So I like to have a decent amount of players from last season. Our goalkeepers we didn't change as well. Yeah, I was a bit iffy on goalkeepers and maybe spending some money on them when none of them were really, the ones that wanted to join us weren't really better than our current keepers. So we held strong on our current players, that's for sure. So we got to get revenge against them. I'm really I see Greenwood and Gomez behind him. That's going to be insane this season. And when Nelson gets fit down that right side, I reckon we could get promoted. We got to judge ourselves on the championship level now. But man, Nicolo Armini at the back, mate. Kenny McLean, good quality centre mid. Guys, it makes me think about it. Maybe we could go a little bit more attacking, but I just wanted to start this way. This was in preparation. Maybe we could play that attacking game. Armini! Yes, lads! Yeah, and it's the throw-in. It's the throw-in. Nicolo Armini with the finish. Really, really well done. Kitalano, hey, he comes in, show he's good with the long throws, and Armini scores on debut. I'm sure one of our new signings had to score on debut. That had to happen. Love it. Oh, yeah, what I was thinking there, could we go more attacking? Could we be going more attacking in this game? Well, we've got our lead now, and Gomez on corners. We're going to have a good season, guys. So let me know. Yeah, how do you rate the signings, the window? I'm incredibly happy. If I were to rate it, I'd say 10 myself. I'd say 10. But, I'm just really happy with our squad. And I suppose the quality of players we brought in. I guess, like I said, when O'Brien is out, is Chris Maguire good enough for left midfield? So, there's that situation. But then you sign someone else who's really good. You could probably take O'Brien's position. So, yeah, that's an interesting thing. We're dominating today. We've had, it's been in our control. Later in the game, let's slow things down a little bit. Play that style, which I like. I like to do a little bit. And then off the bench. See, when you only play one striker, Joe is not starting. You got Sam Greenwood up top. So let's bring on Joe. Just freshen up the legs. Up top. Lyndon Gooch. See, we didn't have... See, what happens with injuries. Chris Maguire, off. Carlton Morris. He's not good there, but if we hold on for a second. If we hold on, you push him up to left wing. And switch Gooch to maybe just as support, not as attacking. And then Morris. Maybe that's enough. Maybe we just got to rotate in this way. And he could be maybe try as an inside forward on attack so he can be a threat there. Yeah, because we've got to have more than just one player on attack duty. Yeah. In attack anyway. We've got Kitalano. So maybe he can drop back to a support. Alright. Happy with those changes. Maybe that is enough, and maybe Morris can be deadly. Maybe he can be good enough. They can throw around terms like deadly so easily. But maybe maybe that will be good enough. Keep praising the lads, because we need another goal. I know 1-0 is never enough. That's why we haven't gone overly defensive. We've just looked to control the game from here. Dion Sanderson, he's having a poor game. Maybe take him off if that's the case. You bring on Luke, and see... Again, that's where we're missing one of our new signings. So we bring on Luke. So we're good, though. That's where Andre Wisdom, he probably would have been starting. So, yeah, I'm really happy. Really happy with our transfers. I got Hannibal on loan. How? Wow, I didn't see him available. Went under the radar a little bit. Would have loved to get Hannibal in. But you would say you'd be happy with our creative midfielders. This is what I'm worried about. Especially made our subs already. So that's why I say we want to hold on to the game. Okay. Just play it out. It hasn't been our best game. If anything, you might say you got a goal from a long throw. With all of our new signings, we definitely made more than one. We definitely made more than one new signings. So, well done, lad. It's a good first game, though. It's kind of how a first game will play out for the season after you made all your signings. You're going to gel. And, yeah, we did a good job. We did a good job to, get the result. at the end of the day. Rotherham, I don't think Rotherham's one of the best teams in the league. So Armini scoring on debut, Nicolo Armini, 17 determination. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy with our moves. Annual fee paid to Sunderland, but hey, we get that from Tottenham this season at the very minimum, and that's why I left some money in reserve as well. I didn't want to pay too much because I want to hold on to our balance, and hopefully we can, make income solid more. After the transfers are all done and we get into the season proper, each month we're making a profit. Then losing money. Hopefully that will be the case. We'll absolutely love that. So I reckon we're going to leave things here, guys. Of course, I was going to say it at the start, but I got too distracted by my signings. This is going up probably just about, or I'm uploading it on private and I'll schedule it. I'm completing the video just before I'm going to go away to see family in Australia, and I'm thankful we're able to do that. So yeah, literally I'm going to just upload this, record this. There won't be too many edits on this one, these first episodes. Yeah, and then I'll be heading to the airport to take a flight to Brisbane in Australia, for those of you guys know. And yeah, I'll be seeing some family, and I'm very thankful for that because I know some parts of the world and even some parts of the country are not able to do that. So yeah, I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to be away for a few days, so hopefully you guys understand that. I'll probably get a comment about that as well, so you guys that can understand. If for those of you just watching the start of the video and not watching to the end, yeah, I'm going to be going away, seeing family over Christmas, so I should have a good time. Hopefully you enjoy this video, but I'll be back. I'll be back on the weekend. It's just for a few days, so there'll be videos, yeah, back on the channel on the weekend. And it's funny, that happened when I started a new series a few years ago. I just remembered that case, that I was saying I'm going to be starting this new series, and I'm just showing you the beginning of it. But this is for season 2. Just saying, yep, I'll be starting that. I'll be starting that very soon. I'm just going away. So it's funny how these things work out. Maybe I just wait till the absolute end before I'm leaving. But yeah, I've had other things to do as well. So I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode and excited for this season. Get your predictions up in the comments. Hope you guys have a good Christmas and New Year. I'll see you guys in the very next video.